What if I told you that one of the messiest scandals in love and hip-hop history just exploded into a 20 million courtroom drama? What if I told you that the man who once swore he was all about family and business just turned around and dragged his own baby mama into the legal fire pit? And what if I told you that the woman at the center of this chaos isn't just Jasmine, but that the whole disaster is dripping with Renni Rucci name all over it? Yeah, buckle up, because this ain't your typical VH1 storyline. This is bigger, messier, and juicier than anything Mona Scott ever dreamed up. Kirk Frost, yes, that Kirk Frost just filed a jaw-dropping $20 million lawsuit against Jasmine. And why? Allegedly, because a tape leaked. And not just any tape. Folks. The one that supposedly links Jasmine to Renni Rucci in a scandal so wild it makes last season's cheating storyline look like Sesame Street. The internet is already going nuclear. Fans are screaming receipts. Bloggers are foaming at the mouth, and insiders are whispering that this is only the tip of the iceberg. Trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up, because this story is about to get nastier than a love and hip-hop reunion brawl. We're talking betrayal, scandal, lawsuits, and one of the messiest tapes the internet has ever whispered about. And the stars of this circus, none other than Kirk Frost, Jasmine, and wait for it, Renni Rucci. So, let's start at the top. Who is Kirk Frost? Oh, come on. And you know Kirk, the so-called music executive, the man who built his entire love and hip-hop storyline off cheating on Rasheeda, lying about secret babies, and somehow convincing everyone that he was still the businessman of the group. This is the same Kirk who turned Rasheeda's tears into VH1 ratings gold. And now, after years of cheating rumors, DNA tests, and messy storylines that could rival any soap opera, Kirk is back in the headlines again. But this time, it's not just family drama. This time, it's a $20 million lawsuit. And the target of this lawsuit, Jasmine. Yep, the same Jasmine who once shook the Frost family tree to its roots when she dropped the ultimate bomb that she had a child with Kirk. The internet still hasn't forgiven her for the way she exposed that mess. And now she's smack dab in the center of another hurricane. Except this time, Kirk isn't playing baby daddy games. He's dragging her into court over what's being described as a career-damaging, reputation-shattering tape leak. Now, here's where things go from messy to insane, because apparently the tape isn't just about Jasmine. Oh no no no. The whispers say it also involves Renni Rucci, that's right. The rapper, the self-proclaimed baddie, the woman who's been trying to climb higher on the hip-hop ladder. Allegedly, this leaked footage shows Jasmine and Renni Rucci in a scandalous situation that somehow circles back to Kirk. And let me tell you, the way insiders are talking, this isn't just another casual leak. They're calling it a nuclear bomb on Kirk's brand, his marriage, and his bank account. Now pause for a second. Think about how wild this is. Kirk Frost, the man who has been accused of cheating more times than we can count, is now flipping the script. Instead of defending himself, he's going full plaintiff mode. He's suing Jasmine for allegedly being behind this leak, claiming that she intentionally sabotaged him by dropping the tape and dragging Renni Rucci's name into it. And here's the kicker. He wants $20 million in damages. $20 million from Jasmine. Let that sink in for a second. Jasmine, who has been living her hustle life mostly off Instagram endorsements and the occasional club hosting, is somehow supposed to cough up millions to pay Kirk Frost. Yeah, good luck with that. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We need to understand how this storm even started. Because trust me, this isn't just about one tape. Oh no, this is years of bad blood, messy affairs, and reality TV grudges coming to a boiling point. So, let's rewind. Flashback to when Jasmine first entered the love and hip-hop scene. Remember that Rasheeda and Kirk were already rocky, but Jasmine dropping that she had a baby with Kirk. That was the moment the entire franchise nearly broke the internet. The DNA tests, the confrontations, the tears, it was chaos. And through it all, Kirk somehow played the victim card while Jasmine was branded the villain. Fast forward a few years and Jasmine has been trying to live low-key. But low-key doesn't last long in this world. According to anonymous industry insiders, and you know we love those, Jasmine has been holding on to some heavy ammo, and when things got rough financially, boom, the ammo dropped. That ammo, a tape. And not just any tape. Allegedly a scandalous recording featuring her and Renni Rucci, with Kirk's name tangled into the narrative. Now, nobody can say for sure how this tape surfaced. Some say Jasmine leaked it herself for club Others say someone from Renni's camp pushed it out to get her buzz out before a project. And a third camp whispers that Kirk himself may have had enemies who wanted to destroy him. But the one thing everyone agrees on is that the tape exists and its fallout is catastrophic. Kirk's lawsuit filed in Fulton County allegedly, according to documents circulating online, claims Jasmine intentionally leaked the footage to maliciously damage his reputation, cause emotional distress to his family, and sabotage his business dealings. And he's not stopping there. Word on the street is Kirk's legal team is also preparing subpoenas for Renni Rucci and possibly even VH1 producers, claiming this leak may have been part of a bigger scheme. Yeah, you heard that right. Kirk is basically saying this is bigger than Jasmine. He's painting it as a conspiracy designed to take him down. And in classic Kirk Frost fashion, he's trying to flip the narrative from cheater to victim, from scandalizer to the wronged man. Now, how are people reacting to this? Oh, the internet is losing its mind. Fans are split right down the middle. On one side, you've got people dragging Kirk saying, "Boy, you've been cheating for decades. Now you want to play the innocent husband card." And on the other side, you've got folks who actually think Jasmine crossed a line this time. They're calling her out, saying she's always been messy. And if she really leaked this tape, she deserves whatever's coming. But the real wild card in this mess, Renni Rucci. Because while Jasmine and Kirk have a long history, Renni's name being dragged into this takes things to another level. She hasn't said much yet, but sources claim she's furious. Furious that her brand, her career, and her music are being overshadowed by reality TV drama. And let's be honest, Renni's been working hard to prove she's more than just another Instagram rapper. This scandal could set her back years, or depending on how she plays it, launch her straight into viral fame. Here's where it gets even nastier, because the rumor mill is saying that this tape didn't just show a hookup. Oh no, the whispers claim it included private conversations about Kirk, about money, and about his marriage to Rasheeda. That's right. Apparently, the footage captures Jasmine and Renni talking about Kirk in ways that make him look weak, foolish, and downright clownish. Imagine being Kirk Frost, already ridiculed for years on national TV, and now a tape leaks that makes you look even worse. No wonder he's calling his lawyers. And speaking of Rasheeda, where does she fit into all this? Let's not forget Rasheeda has been the queen of sticking by Kirk's side through every scandal. But insiders say this one has her fuming. According to gossip blogs, Rasheeda feels humiliated all over again, like history is repeating itself. Some even say she's considering stepping away from the cameras entirely because she's tired of being dragged through Kirk's mess. But let's be real, if she did, VH1 would probably throw her a bag big enough to keep her right there in the spotlight. Now, here's the cliffhanger you need to hold on to because, as wild as this sounds, part 1 is just the beginning. We haven't even touched the so-called leaked reports, the anonymous witnesses claiming they know how the tape got out, or the industry insiders connecting this drama to deeper corruption. And if you thought $20 million was insane, wait until you hear what else Kirk's team is demanding in court. Let's just say it goes beyond money. Now, here's where things really start to spiral out of control. After Kirk Frost dropped that legal bombshell on Jasmine, the love and hip-hop world was completely shaken. Nobody saw this coming, not even Jasmine herself. She thought the drama between her and Kirk had died down years ago, back when their messy storyline first aired, and people couldn't stop talking about that infamous baby scandal. But this a $20 million lawsuit tied to a Renni Rucci tape leak, that's a whole different beast. See, according to insiders close to the situation, Kirk's team believes Jasmine played a bigger role in this leak than what she's letting on. The claim is that Jasmine somehow had possession of private content, allegedly tied to Renni Rucci, and allowed it to hit the internet, triggering a full-blown media storm. And once that storm hit, it dragged Kirk's name into the mess, painting him as guilty by association. Now, let's pause right here because this isn't just about one tape, one scandal, or even one messy relationship. This is about image, money, and legacy. For someone like Kirk Frost, who's spent decades in the industry managing artists, building businesses, and trying to keep his family's reputation afloat, a tape scandal with Renni Rucci attached to it could cost him everything. We're talking endorsements, contracts, future opportunities, even his marriage with Rasheeda. And let's not forget, Rasheeda has been through it all with Kirk. She stood by him through cheating scandals, love child revelations, and every other tabloid nightmare you could imagine. But this hits on another level. Sources claim that Rasheeda was furious when the tape first made headlines, questioning why her husband's name was even floating around a situation involving Renni Rucci and Jasmine. That anger allegedly gave Kirk even more reason to take legal action. Because in his eyes, suing Jasmine isn't just about money. It's about clearing his name, protecting his wife, and shutting down anyone who tries to drag him into unnecessary mess. But here's the kicker. Jasmine isn't backing down. Word on the street is that she's ready to fight this lawsuit tooth and nail. Her camp is saying that she had absolutely nothing to do with leaking that tape, and she's accusing Kirk of trying to use her as a scapegoat to cover up his own tracks. That's right. Jasmine is claiming that if Kirk's name is in the mix, it's because of Kirk's own actions, not hers. This back and forth has people picking sides, left and right. Some believe Kirk Frost is genuinely the victim here, unfairly tied to a tape that could ruin his reputation. Others say he's pointing fingers at Jasmine because she's the easy target given their rocky past and history of public drama. Meanwhile, Renni Rucci herself has been quiet, at least officially, but silence speaks volumes. Fans are asking, why hasn't Renni come forward to deny or confirm anything? Is she protecting her own image while letting Kirk and Jasmine go to war? Or is she caught in the middle of something even bigger that we don't fully understand yet? Let's also talk about the money. $20 million is not pocket change. That's the kind of lawsuit number you throw out when you're either dead serious or you want to make a statement so loud that the other person can't ignore it. Legal experts say the chances of Kirk Frost actually walking away with the full $20 million are slim, but that doesn't mean the lawsuit is meaningless. It's about pressure. It's about intimidation. It's about saying, play with my name and there will be consequences. And Jasmine, she knows that. That's why she's allegedly scrambling to put together her own legal team. Because even if she doesn't lose $20 million, she could still be forced to pay something if the case gains traction. Lawsuits like this can drag on for months, even years, draining time, money, and energy from both sides. Fans are now speculating if this lawsuit will expose more secrets than it was meant to cover up. Because once lawyers get involved, evidence gets dragged out. Emails, text messages, DMS, recordings, anything and everything connected to the case could hit the courtroom. And if there's one thing we know about love and hip-hop stars, it's that they've got receipts. Sometimes too many receipts. Some insiders are whispering that if this case goes all the way to trial, we could see not only the truth about the Renni Rucci tape, but also new revelations about Kirk and Jasmine's history that were never meant for the public. Imagine all the behind-the-scenes drama that never made it to TV, being forced into the spotlight. That's the kind of drama that could destroy reputations permanently. But here's where things get even more twisted. There are rumors circulating that this lawsuit isn't just about Jasmine and the tape. Some believe Kirk Frost is using it as a warning shot to other people who might be holding dirt on him. Think about it. By going public with a $20 million lawsuit, Kirk is sending a message, loud and clear. If you cross me, I will take you down in court. It's a strategic move. It's not just about Jasmine. It's about anyone else watching from the sidelines who might be thinking about leaking something or exposing something. With one lawsuit, Kirk has shifted the power dynamic. And while all this is playing out in the legal system, social media is eating it up. Instagram blogs, Twitter threads, YouTube channels, everybody's got an opinion. Some are clowning Jasmine for messing with the wrong one. Others are roasting Kirk, saying he should focus on fixing his marriage before throwing around. And then there are the conspiracy theorists convinced that the tape leak was staged from the beginning as a way to generate buzz and keep these names trending. Whatever the truth is, one thing's for sure. This lawsuit has opened Pandora's box. Once those court documents are filed, once lawyers start digging, it's almost impossible to put the secrets back in the vault. And with Kirk Frost and Jasmine's history already being one of the most infamous love and hip-hop storylines, you can only imagine how wild this could get. And let's not forget the emotional side. Behind the lawsuits and headlines are real people, dealing with humiliation, anger, and betrayal. Rasheeda, for instance, has every reason to feel like she's been dragged through the mud yet again. How many times can she stand in the crossfire of her husband's drama before she says, enough is enough? Fans are already questioning whether this lawsuit is truly about justice or if it's just another example of Kirk trying to clean up a mess after Rasheeda puts her foot down. By the looks of it, this is just the beginning. Because while Kirk Frost might think he's taking control by suing Jasmine for $20 million, Lawsuits like this have a way of spiraling. Once the court gets involved, once lawyers start poking around, once evidence starts leaking, it's no longer just about one tape. It becomes about everything. Every rumor, every accusation, every skeleton in the closet. And that's exactly where things are heading now. The tension between Kirk Frost and Jasmine has now reached a boiling point, and the $20 million lawsuit isn't just about money anymore. It's about reputation, legacy, and the dirty secrets nobody thought would ever see the light of day, with Renni Rucci's name caught up in the middle. This scandal has turned from a simple love and hip-hop feud into a headline-grabbing war that threatens to ruin careers on both sides. From the jump, Kirk's team has made it clear they believe Jasmine didn't just accidentally leak that tape. They're painting a picture that she had a motive. That she deliberately used Renni's name and the tape to humiliate Kirk, get revenge, and secure the spotlight she's been chasing for years. Kirk's legal team is pushing the narrative that Jasmine weaponized the tape to destroy him and bring chaos into his marriage with Rasheeda, all while trying to climb her way back into reality TV relevancy. But here's where things get even more insane. Sources close to Jasmine claim she isn't backing down. Allegedly, she's ready to countersue, claiming that Kirk's lawsuit is nothing more than intimidation tactics. She's reportedly saying, "If Kirk wants to drag me into court, I'll bring out every receipt I got." And knowing Jasmine's history of exposing things at the worst possible times, the thought of her pulling out more evidence is exactly what Kirk doesn't want right now. Meanwhile, Renni Rucci, who didn't even sign up for this drama, has been forced into silence. Insiders claim she's furious at both sides. Furious at Jasmine for involving her, and furious at Kirk for letting her name get tied to a scandal that could hurt her career. Renni Rucci's entire brand is about music, authenticity, and her own come-up story. Having her name dragged into love and hip-hop mess threatens to make her look like nothing more than a pawn in someone else's drama. Social media is split right down the middle. Some fans believe Kirk is right to go after Jasmine and set an example, arguing that you can't just leak someone's private business and ruin reputations without consequences. Others believe Kirk is exaggerating the damages, saying $20 million is nothing but a scare tactic to silence Jasmine and protect himself from embarrassment. After all, Kirk isn't exactly known for keeping his image clean. His cheating scandals and secret child storyline are still fresh in the minds of fans, and a lot of people are citing the idea that this is the one scandal that could ruin him. But behind the headlines, there's a deeper layer. Industry insiders believe this lawsuit isn't just about Kirk and Jasmine. It's a warning shot to anyone in the reality TV and hip-hop world who thinks leaking tapes or exposing secrets is a game. Kirk may be using this lawsuit to set a precedent that crossing certain lines will come with real career-ending consequences. Still, Jasmine is unpredictable. The same woman who once put Kirk on blast for fathering her child isn't the type to fold under pressure. If anything, some insiders say she might actually want this case to go public because it gives her a platform to spill even more tea.